Welcome back, and we're going to go through from here and work out what's going on in terms of everything. Now, something I forgot to do in the last video was to fix up little things. I like things looking nice. So what I'm going to do is to highlight all these top ones, and I'm going to, instead of positioning them in the bottom, I'm going to put them into the middle of each of the boxes. Let's see what that looks like. That's much prettier. We can do that for everything. You saw what I did. I went up to vertical align and then clicked it, but make sure you've got this done properly. Right, now I know I am going to put in numbers here very, very soon. And that means to do an average, I've got to calculate. And that makes it harder, because my machine will do this for me if I only tell it to do it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask it to do something. To do that, I type in the equal sign. So now it's saying, what would you like me to do? So I'm going to ask it to average some numbers. So all the numbers across here, my 3 trials, I'm going to ask it to work out an average for me. So if I type in AV, I get average, right? And then if I go and highlight those 3 boxes, it puts in the numbers that correspond to them. Each box has a number. We can see that we have a D, E and F, and it tells us that. But I have to be very, very careful here, because I have to close my bracket before I do anything else. So I'm going to close my bracket, and now I'm going to hit return. And that comes up, and that simply tells me, okay, you want me to do something, but you haven't given me any numbers yet. Now, I obviously want to do everything else the same way below. So when I go here at the moment, you can see I've got an arrow as my cursor. But when I highlight the box and go across the corner, I get a little plus sign. Now, if I grab that corner and then take it down to the others, I am telling the machine I would like it to do exactly the same for this row, for this row, for this row, and this row. So now I've got it set up so it's ready to do my math for me. So I'm now going to put some numbers in. I'm going to make up some numbers. All right, for this much, I'm going to suggest there was 12.7, there was 11.8, and there was 12.4. Oh, you're noticing that this number is changing as I add these numbers in here. Right, I'm just going to put in some other numbers down below, and then we're going to keep going. So I'm going to put in this one, it's going to be 10.3, 9.9 and 9.8. I'm making these numbers up nice and well. Right, then I've got 8.4, 8.3, no, not 9, 8.5. Then I'm going to go to this one, and we're going to have 4.3, 4.5, 4.5. I've done that deliberately, and then this one we're going to have 2.5, 2.6, and 2.6. Oh, goodness. Now, you'll notice the decimal places. I've said that these decimal places here are to 1 decimal point. That means I must have been reading the numbers of my watch, my stopwatch, to 1 decimal place. So the average numbers should also be 1 decimal place. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we did before. We're going to highlight all those, and we are going to decrease the number so it is 1 decimal place. Right, now I've got a table that actually looks good. I've got all the numbers in the right order. I've got all the numbers to the right decimal places. I've got everything clearly labelled, and it's all looking good. So it's only can get better now. And this is the sort of table we want you to have in your write-ups. But that's some more to come after that.